From dark alleys to heroic rescues, these legendary police dogs proved that courage, loyalty, and instinct can change history forever. They're not just canines. They're heroes who saved lives, stopped crimes, and redefined what true loyalty and bravery mean. It was a quiet night in Los Angeles when the first call came through. A jewelry store alarm had been tripped downtown. Officer Ryan Miller tightened his vest and glanced at his partner in the back seat, a powerful German shepherd named Rex. With eyes that gleamed like polished amber and ears alert as radar, Rex was more than just a dog. He was a legend in the making. As the cruiser screeched to a halt near the alley, Rex's muscles tensed. Within seconds, he picked up a scent: fear, adrenaline, and sweat. He bolted into the darkness, leading Ryan straight to a suspect hiding behind a dumpster. One bark, one leap, and the criminal froze. That moment became the start of what many in the LAPD would later call the Night of the Dog.
Every great canine story begins with trust, and Rex was not the only one to etch his name into history. Across the country, in New York City, a Belgian Malinois named Shadow earned a reputation that left criminals trembling. Shadow wasn't just trained, he was born to protect. His handler, Detective Laura Adams, used to say, "He doesn't just track suspects, he reads them." And she wasn't wrong. During a high-profile kidnapping case in 2019, Shadow followed a trail through rain, exhaust fumes, and chaos for nearly 7 hours. When everyone else was ready to give up, Shadow pulled Laura toward an abandoned warehouse, and inside they found the missing child, frightened but alive. That story hit national headlines, sparking a wave of admiration and proving that police dogs aren't just tools of justice, they're beating hearts of courage. In Dallas, a Labrador retriever named Chance broke stereotypes. Labradors aren't typically known as chase dogs, but Chance had a gift. His nose could detect explosives from hundreds of feet away. He was deployed to airports, stadiums, and major events, but his defining moment came during a 4th of July parade. A suspicious vehicle had been reported, and time was running out. Amidst fireworks and confusion, Chance calmly approached.
The scene was chaos, sirens, shouting, and a desperate race to the vet. Against all odds, Titan survived, though the bullet left a permanent limp. The department offered to retire him, but Mark knew his partner wasn't done yet. Within months, Titan returned to duty, limping but unstoppable. That story became a symbol of loyalty so fierce it brought hardened officers to tears. In Miami, the sun-drenched streets saw the rise of another canine legend. Luna, a sleek, jet-black German shepherd who specialized in narcotics detection. Her intuition was uncanny. She could pick out hidden substances buried under concrete or sealed in gasoline tanks. During a major cartel bust, Luna detected a shipment that had slipped past human inspection and electronic scanners. What she uncovered led to one of the biggest drug seizures in Florida history. Her handler, Officer Kevin Rodriguez, called her the heartbeat of the department. For Luna, every bark meant justice. Her story inspired a new generation of canine units across the U.S. to expand their training beyond limits once thought impossible. Each of these dogs, Rex, Shadow, Chant, Titan, and Luna, proved something profound. They weren't just working animals, they were teammates, protectors, and sometimes the only thing standing between life and tragedy. Behind every police canine lies thousands of hours of training, countless sleepless nights, and an unspoken bond that words can't describe. When an officer puts on their badge, their canine partner does too. They share victories, heartbreaks, and quiet moments that never make the news, like the long rides home after a tough call, or the comforting silence when words aren't enough. Yet what truly sets these canines apart is not just what they do, but why they do it. They don't serve for fame or glory. They serve because it's their instinct to protect, to detect, to defend. Each bark echoes the same silent oath, "I've got your back." Whether it's a chaotic city street, a crowded stadium, or a dark alley, their courage never wavers. They charge forward when humans hesitate, guided only by loyalty and instinct. And while we celebrate their heroics, what often goes unnoticed is the love that drives them. The bond between a handler and their dog isn't trained, it's earned. Take Rex again, years after that first night in Los Angeles. By the time he retired, his muzzle had turned gray, and his eyes had softened with wisdom. The department held a ceremony for him. Officers stood in formation, saluting a true hero. Ryan knelt beside him, whispering words no one else could hear. It wasn't a goodbye. It was a promise that the legend of Rex would live on through every canine that came after him. Across the nation, from small towns to sprawling cities, stories like these unfold every day. Some never make headlines, but each one adds to the legacy of the legendary canines, dogs who remind us that bravery isn't about size, species, or speech. It's about heart. It's about running toward danger when everyone else runs away. It's about trust so unbreakable that even in silence, two souls understand each other perfectly.
As we look at the history of police dogs in America, from the early 1900s to today, the evolution is remarkable. Modern canines aren't just trained for tracking and apprehension. They're skilled in search and rescue, bomb detection, cyber forensics, and even emotional support for victims of trauma. Their intelligence continues to reshape law enforcement and redefine what partnership truly means. And while their stories are thrilling, they also remind us of compassion, the kind that bridges species and strengthens humanity itself. The next time you see a police dog on patrol, remember, behind that calm, disciplined stance lies a legacy of sacrifice, loyalty, and silent heroism. They are the unsung guardians of our streets, the heartbeat of justice, and the living proof that sometimes heroes walk on four legs. So if these incredible stories of courage, loyalty, and partnership inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. More unbelievable true stories of heroes with fur, paws, and hearts of gold are coming soon. Because every legend deserves to be told, and every hero, no matter how small, deserves to be remembered.